Hi, really quick introduction to the Ionic bonding practice assignment part 1. First of all, make sure you're using your Unit 4-1 guided notes that we took in class. That's these babies right here to help you complete these. Okay, the directions for drawing dot structures. You'll find some helpful hints here, like how many valence electrons are in each of the main groups, and examples of valence dot structures. And really helpful, these directions right here. Okay, so we're going to use the group on the periodic table to find the number of valence electrons, not the atomic number. You're not putting all the electrons, just the valence. It's always a number between 1 and 8, no matter how huge of an element you have. We're going to fill in one dot on the 4 sides before adding a second dot on any side. Okay, so if you only have one electron, you're not going to fill 4. You're only going to fill 1. But the 4 locations, top, bottom, left, and right, are each going to get filled before you double up any electrons. So if you notice, the only elements that have all their electrons paired with no unpaired are the noble gases. Even things with 4 or 6 or 7 electrons have at least one unpaired in their valence, except helium, and then these with 8. These are the noble gases. Helium's a little bit of an exception. All right, so that's what we're doing here. We're making those dot structures. You can take dots that I have and use them. You can make your own little circle dots over there. Or you can use the pen tool right here and just kind of scribble a dot where you need it. The eraser gets rid of pen, and the undo button up in the top corner, up that way, is really helpful if you make a big mistake, like accidentally deleting the whole slide. In the next frame, slide 3, you can check your work on the previous slide. Okay, it's okay if, take a look at boron, it's okay if yours don't look identical. For example, if you made your boron like this, it's still correct. It has 3 electrons and none of them are in pairs. Okay, so little things like that don't matter. As long as you have the right number of electrons and they're unpaired or paired as they should be, you're good. Now on this one, you're going to find the atoms with between 1 and 3 valence electrons. Okay, this is 1, 2, or 3 valence. Circle those in red. You can use this pen tool again and just click the color that you want. The ones you circle in red will become cations. That means they'll lose electrons and go positive. Find the atoms with 5, 6, or 7 valence. Circle those in blue. Those are going to gain up more electrons and become anions. And last of all, there's an atom with 8 valence here. Circle that in green. It won't make an ion at all. When we're done with slide 3, move to slide 4. Use these colors to check back on slide 3 and make sure you were correct. Okay, then take the red, which will form cations, and circle their electrons. Those are going to leave. For the blue, circle the spots where an electron could go but isn't yet. For example, this one could use a partner. That's what you're circling on the blue anions. And then you're going to ignore the atom that won't form an ion at all, which is the green one. That's it for part 1. Check the second part of the video for part 2.